My story began as a child growing up in a Christian home. I was brought up to love God, and I decided to give my life to Him in Tenacious. As I started secondary school, I went through a difficult time as my friends left me. However, instead of that being a stumbling point, it spurred me on to develop my relationship with God, and it has given me a passion to live my life for Him. This is my story.
My story began when I was aged 11. I was sent away to a boarding school, and I was searching and looking for some meaning in life. And God really spoke to me, and I realised God was real, and I was born again. And since then, I've had some challenges, but God still has been very faithful and has a plan and a destiny for my life. This is my story.
My story started from when I was a child. I was brought up in a loving Christian home, but I went to church, but I didn't really enjoy it. I went out of routine. And then I found myself around the age of 12 at Apex, and then I went to Cultivate, and the guy was speaking about the Holy Spirit. So I already thought I was a Christian, but I didn't really understand what the Holy Spirit was. But he brought us forward and he prayed for us. And about the age of 12, I really decided to give my life fully, and I fully went for it. And since then, again, the journey's been difficult, and there's been their troubles, but again, I'm staying grounded in God, and this is my story.
My story began as a child. I grew up in a Christian family, going to church every week, having a knowledge of God, but believing that Christianity was simply rules and religion. When I was 16, a youth revival broke out in my church, and I decided to seek God for myself. In that moment, I understood that Christianity was more than religion. It's a relationship with Christ, and I've been walking with Him ever since. This is my story.